Hello and welcome to this preview video. Now, Brexit has been in the news again recently following the release of the European Commission President Donald Tusk's proposals to keep the UK inside the European Union. Now, what these proposals are designed to do is offer the UK a EU membership light in order that the question is not proposed to the UK electorate in terms of total EU membership versus none at all. So we have two immediate scenarios to consider. The first being that the European Commission passed the proposals in their meeting on February the 18th, in which case we'll most likely see a referendum in June of this year. The second is that negotiations break down before the meeting or the Commission do not pass the proposals in the meeting itself, in which case the referendum will most likely be pushed back to 2017 while both sides get back around the negotiating table. So having a look at market reaction, and a lot of these Brexit concerns have already been priced into both cable and the euro sterling cross, who've hit a low and a high of 140.79 and 77.42 respectively recently. And if the June referendum were to take place, we could see these levels being tested. However, if negotiations were to break down, we could see these levels being tested and possibly even extended upon. The largest effect of the Brexit talks could be seen in the Footsie, however, given that Europe is the UK's largest export market. No surprise then that just 9% of surveyed Footsie chairmen would vote to leave the EU outright. So given the June referendum scenario case, it could be possibly bullish for Footsie 100 futures, given a lot of uncertainty is taken off the table. However, as the referendum day ticks nearer, we could see some polls suggesting that it is a rather close call thing, in which case we could see the Footsie being weighed upon. In the other case of negotiations breaking down entirely, we could see the Footsie take an initial hit. However, with the can kicked down the road, expect the usual day-to-day news flow to take over from there on in. Now, the UK's creditworthiness could also be under threat if in the case of a Brexit. Moody's have echoed this, saying that Brexit could lead to a downgrade of the UK's credit rating. Standard & Poor's have said pretty much the same thing, saying there's a 1 in 3 chance of, given the case for Brexit, that the UK's debt could be downgraded by 1 or more notches. Well, that's all from me. I wish you very successful trading.